Hope everyone is having a good Tuesday wherever you are. Good evening or good morning. We might have a couple of people joining us from different time zones. So, as people start coming in and as we get ready to get started, just heads up, we have a real treat for you today. And I'll tell you a bit more about it in terms of topic and in terms of speaker. And we're very lucky to have Masoud with us today. Before we get into today's topic and pass it on to Masoud, I want to remind you all that you can get access to the frequently asked questions in the resource section, along with access to the YouTube channel if you want to review the previous sessions that are now posted or have been posted on the YouTube channel. Make sure you join the community using the Telegram link. The Telegram link is available also in the resource section. So if you go down to the resource section, press on the Telegram link, you will be directed directly to the Telegram link and you will be able to join. If it doesn't work through the computer, try copying the link and pasting it on your phone and it should take you to Telegram. Obviously, you would have to make sure that you have the Telegram app installed. All content, videos, and presentations for the previous sessions, as well as for this session, will be shared on the Telegram link. Once the FinTech summer sessions for this year are over, so in 5 sessions from now, we will post all the videos online on YouTube and they will be available for review on YouTube. As a quick reminder, for those who are joining us I'm hoping we have some people joining us for the first time, so welcome. But for those who have joined us for session 1 and 2, and for those joining us today, you need to at least attend 6 out of a total of 8 sessions to be eligible for a certificate. In my opinion, the knowledge you learn is more important than the certificate, but that's a different story. All links related to FinTech Saudi can also be found in the resource section. So it will give you access to our website, the annual report for last year. Keep your eye out for the annual report for 2023, and keep your eye out for the annual report for 2024 that is in the final stage of development. As I mentioned last week, we have Money 2020 that is happening in September. It's going to be super exciting. And if you are a startup, please make sure you register using the startup link. If you are an individual that would like to join us at Money 2020 to meet, among other people, Masoud, and listen to the latest and greatest developments in the fintech sector, make sure you register as an attendee using the link in the resource section. So everything you need is in the resource section. Make sure you go there and check it out. Okay. Let me start by giving you a quick brief and intro about our amazing guest today, Masoud. Masoud is the founder of Yasmina. Yasmina is the first embedded InsurTech solution in the region. Masoud is the perfect entrepreneur because initially he was a product person. He's always been a product person. He's been building products for most of his career. He's worked with very notable companies, including Expedia, Zen HR, and many other companies that are great companies, and some of which are regional companies. You might have heard of Byte, Expedia, of course, Zen HR, and many others. So after accumulating all that knowledge and building so many amazing products, Masoud decided to start his own company and his own startup in the fintech space, but more specifically in the insurtech space. And I'm super excited about today's topic, insurtech. I think it has a lot of potential. It's still very untapped, so I'm super excited to learn more about it from Masoud and learn about the applications of insurtech in general. Just before passing it on, I want to congratulate Masoud and Yasmina on their recent closing of their seed round. So congratulations on that, and looking forward to ensuring my trips and other things using Yasmina. Over to you, Masoud. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Kareem. Thank you, Lina and Munira, for organizing all of this and this great kind of series of different sessions, especially for the fintech. I know it's basically the most hot topics these days. So thank you for your time, for your effort, and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everybody to today's session about application of InsurTech. As Kareem said, my name is Masoud Al-Helu. I have 15 years of experience in building products for the region and globally. I started as a software engineer working for multiple local companies in Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and then went into product management through Bait.com, Expedia, then HR, and Maersk. And within Expedia, where I started to learn more about insurance and insurtech. So again, welcome everybody, and please write, keep comments about everything. This one, and like again, as also Kareem said, after Maersk, I started Yasmina, the first embedded insurance solution in the region. This presentation is not at all about Yasmina. It's about InsurTech, insurance in general. And again, if you're interested about Yasmina in specific, happy to chat after the session over anywhere, LinkedIn or anywhere else. I'll start this by just saying what is InsurTech? As any other kind of terminologies, fintech, regtech, edutech, food tech, all of these basically are new terminologies for the actual industry and the word technology. I'm sure most of you know this. I just wanted to highlight this information. So basically, InsurTech is insurance technology. And insurance technology, from since it's basically started, it's part of fintech. Everything in any different countries, when insurance starts, it starts under the central bank of any country. Then it becomes a separate kind of entity once it's basically stronger and more independent. So other than like the terminology itself, what is actually insurtech? What is the difference between insurtech and the normal insurance? First one, it's actually simple. We try to add technology to the actual insurance. So we make it faster, we add technology to it, helps in getting better pricing and getting better insurance. Second, it's actually digital. Not only digitalizing it by just buying it digital. No, we're working super within the core of like normal traditional insurance. So we're rebuilding the entire insurance from scratch. And then it's actually a shift. And instead of doing things offline or separate, it's basically within the insurtech, it's an API kind of driven. It's technology driven that is super easy while you're trying to buy normal things like your flight ticket, like your car. You can get insurance easily while you're at the same place. You don't need to go somewhere else. I'll just give you an idea about like how we could re-innovate insurance itself, or like actually why. So basically 60 to 80% of people are uninsured because of different reasons. Then one of them is basically how it's complex. Then there is no trust between the person and the insurance companies. We always believe that these kind of insurance companies, they just want to take money from our side, from us. And then it's basically these kind of different platforms, they don't treat insurance as needed. So basically the actual problem is not within the insurance itself. It's basically how insurance gets into us. So this is the actual problem, and this is what InsurTech and embedded insurance specifically are trying to fix this. This is again super easy way to tell you about the difference between embedded insurance within the InsurTech and the normal ones. So basically this one on the right is from Expedia, and literally this is the same way you insure, for example, your car or like a trip you're planning to take. You just basically say yes or no if you don't want it. So basically, just yes, and everything else, and you will be protected, and you will have your own insurance. While the normal ways, the old way, is basically you really need to fill all of this information. And if you just basically misspelled your name or your passport number or whatever it is, you really need to go back and refill one more. So the difference between these, in a nutshell, is the difference between traditional insurance and InsurTech and embedded insurance. So the opportunity is for financial inclusion. Let me give you more about this. So basically, some sort of interesting numbers about insurance before we get deeper. So basically, today, the global market size in 2021 was $8.8 billion, while it's expected to be $150 billion by 2030. So you can imagine the opportunity coming not only for this small industry, but for the entire for this kind of specific region, but like for literally everybody. Because like today if we're advanced in the region within the InsurTech, we are at the same level of all other countries. We all started together. In terms of investments, it's also going super fast. So basically, like I don't want to go over all of these numbers, but like I just want to show you how the InsurTech is getting a place worldwide in terms of adoption and in terms of investment. At the same time, how the new kind of these Gen Z and millennial basically dealing with insurance. So just last one, 50% of millennials say they prefer to buy insurance from a tech company like Google, Amazon, or Apple, not from traditional ones. So you can imagine the shift moving not only within the technology, but within the actual behavior from customers. Another, I believe, super interesting information everyone should know about is basically some sort of top 10 insurtech. Sorry, it's not insurance companies, it's insurtech companies, basically. They are somehow insurance companies, but they are insurtech companies. Because like within like worldwide, especially in the US, these kind of insurtech companies, they do have insurance licenses. So basically, the first one is Lemonade, which is within the insurance industry, they call it Apple of insurance. So they are super advanced. They started this kind of move toward making insurance lovable again, different in terms of how you deal with insurance, how you buy insurance, the name of the actual company. Then different companies, one of them is Yasmina, followed same kind of way in terms of branding, names, and all of that. So there is like multiple companies. I would highlight maybe Lemonade, WeFox, Hippo, and Cover Genius. Cover Genius is completely embedded insurance, similar exactly to what we do in Saudi Arabia with Yasmina. But these 10 companies are worth checking. If you're interested in InsurTech, one of these companies would definitely grab your attention if you want to learn more about it. Insurance the new way would basically help different people, different industries, especially like these kind of today gig workers or micro entrepreneurs. After the pandemic, a lot of people started to work by themselves, remote from home, and all of these. Such an idea, such an industry would help all of these people to get insured, even if it's a health insurance or an insurance for their stuff like car, jewelries, whatever it is. So this kind of industry would literally help everybody get insured. Easy. This is the most important one. Smaller companies, like imagine a company of 3, 4 people. Big companies, I remember while at Expedia, we do like Expedia hired a complete brokerage kind of company to get us insured. So basically, we pay premium for that service. But within smaller kind of SMEs, small to medium companies, we are in the need of such a solution, like this kind of, again, similar to what Uber and Kareem in the region did with taxis. This is exactly what we are trying to do with insurance, a new easier way for everybody where you can buy insurance way much easier. Imagine also unbanked people. Like these kind of like underbanked or banked users, we also like this kind of industry cover them all in a way much easier way. So again, insurance the new way is for everybody. Sorry, I just figured out this screenshot is not super clear, but this is just a quick example from one of our customers in Saudi Arabia on how we transformed super complex buying medical insurance to the employees of my company, for example, into like 3-step kind of process to get them insured. This is basically GISR. GISR is a human resources management system. It's basically number 1 in Saudi Arabia. We offered them to offer insurance to their customers. Within these kind of HRMS platforms, the HR managers are the responsible for buying medical insurance for every employee within their companies for different reasons, as a benefit and for the government. It's a compulsory by governments because like you need to renew work permits and all of that. So basically, we transformed like a process of minimum 3, 4 weeks into three super easy steps. So the first one, you just basically choose who from these kind of employees you want to insure. You just click on these. Then you pick what insurance coverage you want. Is it like VIP, VIP plus, whatever it is? Then you do something called health declaration, and then you pay. That's it. Done. So literally, we reduced 3, 4 weeks of work talking to different insurance companies into 3 different easy steps. What I wanted basically to say, especially about Saudi Arabia, that there is a huge opportunity, not only in fintech, but also in insurtech. And let's remember, insurtech is part of fintech. So basically, insurance industry is planned, I think, within the less than next 5 years, is to grow 5 times the current one. I believe today it's between 15 to 16 billion dollar market. And the plan, this one is to become 70, 75 billion dollar market in Saudi Arabia. Part of the vision 2030, everything should be fintech first, sandbox friendly. We can talk about sandbox if you want, but like sandbox is part of the regulators when they try to build an environment, a super friendly environment for the newcomers to to certain industries, so they can start somehow learning, applying their ideas before they become a full-fledged licensed kind of entities. Regulations in Saudi Arabia through the insurance authority is building rails, not blocking them at all. Literally, we had a call with them yesterday. They were like, we're open for innovative ideas. So if you have any innovative idea related to insurance, we're gonna support that. We're not gonna block any new ideas. And I'm not gonna talk more about smartphones penetration, but like again, everything going to be within your phone if it's not within your voice, in the even upcoming months, if it's not upcoming years, if it's not months. So basically, all ingredients exist. It's now about how we actually put them together. We have the technology, we have super advanced AI technologies, we have regulations, we have ready market for such ideas, innovative ideas. I wanted to also shed the light on the current difference between insurtech ideas, insurtech innovation versus traditional insurance. So let's assume this idea, sorry, this one, for example. If we want to do this idea using an insurtech company similar to Yasmina, or you go directly to an insurance company. I mean, InsurTech is part of, we use the insurance products. But again, that kind of layer is where we do the acceleration. I'm not saying they are different, but like the traditional insurance, they need that kind of layer within the InsurTech, so they accelerate even faster. So basically, if you want to do that, the example I just showed you, literally within an InsurTech company that offers embedded insurance, for example, similar to Yasmina or Cover Genius, the one I told you about. Within that, literally it takes you 1 day. If you want to do that through a normal traditional insurance companies, because like again, they are big, they do have different priorities. Changing any priority might take more time than these kind of smaller startups or smaller companies. So this is reason number one. It takes a lot of time. Within the insurtech, it's easy, it's fast. These kind of insurtech companies, because they are focused on technology, they use standard kind of technology, kind of APIs, where everyone is familiar with integrating with these kind of APIs. But if you want to go and integrate with an insurance company, their systems, they are all adapting new systems, but still super early stages within their current systems. So their systems are like some sort of manual legacy systems, again, moving, but super slow. Imagine like the third one is basically customer journey. Imagine your customer journey within an insurtech super company, super new company, and the normal ones. Within the insurtech, literally you do the things from your phone if you want to, from buying the actual insurance until like doing a claim, or if you want certain support, you do that through your like everyday device we use, which is our mobile phones. Within the current traditional insurers, you have to call, the call center. They might ask you to come. We need to see the car, blah, 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 and all of that depends on the insurance company and the country you're at. But again, it's also super offline, old-fashioned way. In terms of handling claims, similar within the InsurTech, it's super kind of automated. Whatever, for example, if you want to upload certain documents, you just upload them, take a photo of that, upload it. You do the entire kind of journey digital through your phone, for example, or like a website. However, if you want to do it through the traditional insurers, you have to go and fill in different forms, these kind of, sorry, boring forms, but you have to do that. One of the most important things and difference between insurtech and traditional insurers, for example, a company with Yasmina. Again, I'm not trying to promote Yasmina, but I'm just giving you an idea of how we do it. We do have a customer in Saudi Arabia called Sayyara. They actually sell cars online. They wanted, they know their customers. They know the need of their customers and the need of their operations. So they wanted some sort of a specific insurance product. They want it for a specific period of time, somehow specific price, and so on. So within an insurtech company, you can actually work closely with the insurance company, come up with this kind of customized insurance product for this specific customer. While if you want to go to traditional insurance companies, one by one, you won't be able to find that kind of customized insurance product. So what insurtech companies in general do, they try to provide that kind of frictionless experience in terms of time, tech integration, claims, customer support, and all of that, building demand for these kind of different companies. I thought while building this kind of presentation, I was thinking of if we can do this kind of interactive, but like I think because we are reaching 2,000 people, I think it's gonna be just hard to open mics from everybody. But I wanted to give you that kind of mini game about guess if this kind of scenario could be insured or not. So, do you believe, I'm not sure if you're allowed to put comments, but like at least think out loud of it by yourself. Do you think there is a wedding insurance if it rains? Like I have, for example, a wedding and I could get an insurance if I'm doing it outdoor, and if it rains, I get money back from the insurance. Do you think there is an insurance for this scenario or not? I'll let you think about it. So the answer is yes. Imagine there is a real insurance product for a wedding if it rains. So imagine that. Alien abduction insurance. Oh, nice. Do you think there is an insurance for this one? Real insurance product?
I'm keeping an eye on the comments here, specifically for the
Cool.
alien abduction insurance, Masoud. There's a few no's and a few maybes. Yani, wedding insurance, we got a few yeses.
Okay, cool. What about a breakup flight refund? Like something happened. What would actually you think if there is a real insurance product for that or not? Karim, are you getting answers
I'm
for this?
getting yeses. I'm getting yeses for breakup.
Cool, cool. Smart people here. So, I mean, maybe smart people, maybe also like potential customers. They actually want these kind of insurance product, which is nice. Okay, sorry for the next one, but like it's a real one, maybe. couch P coverage from your pet. Do you think there is a real insurance product for that or not?
Yes as in nose. Yes as in nose. يعني split.
Okay. So actually, this one and okay, sorry. This one and basically Yasmina is bringing this one to the Saudi market. It's already available today. So if you somehow insure your home, you can get this one covered for your expensive couch.
Amazing.
Course, course insurance for actors.
So is that like an actor actually getting cursed or
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't know. Let's see what no attendees are saying. Well, no, mainly no's. No way.
Actually, there is one for this one.
These are very specific insurance products that you are putting.
Yeah, I have a comment to this, but like let's finish the last one. So
Go
basically,
ahead.
Instagram post insurance.
Instagram post insurance. What happens? Yani, what are you insuring on an
Flops.
Instagram post? There's nothing to
Flops,
insure there.
basically. Yeah, yeah.
I see. Most of them say yes here for Instagram post.
Yeah, I fool you all. So basically, not yet, but hopefully we get into this. But Kareem, back to your point. What is nice about insurance in general, and InsurTech is helping with that big time. So basically, if it matters to someone, it can be insured. And then this is the power of InsurTech on how we can, for example, this wedding insurance. Imagine you're whatever talking to the I'm not sure, a wedding planner or like that kind of wedding. I know different websites now doing wedding planners. So basically, imagine having this kind of product within the journey, within the things you're buying, within the things you're renting. So this is the power of embedded insurance on literally. If it matters to you, it can be insured, and within embedded insurance, it can be part of the journey you are going through if it's online. With all of these kind of nice and optimistic about InsurTech, there is some challenges still holding us back because of different reasons. The most important one, again, we're still entering this kind of industry. InsurTech is definitely promising, but we are at the start of that. Imagine Uber when they started. I remember like in the UK they were banned, they were back and all of that. This is exactly what's happening with InsurTech today. Most important one is regulations. Is it like basically I should get a license? Should I get into the sandbox or like get an approval? So basically licensing, especially within the first world countries, is still remains product based, not distribution based. So these kind of this one is one of the current challenges where um, worldwide it's not within the region or not the region. No, it's worldwide because like insurance in general, similar to banks, is a highly regulated industry. So everybody, starting from regulators, are moving like moving steadily, slowly within changing the regulations within this space. In terms of tech, I think we talked about this. It's basically within the insurance companies. it's a bit legacy. There is nothing instant. So the current insurtech companies doing that kind of instant insurance buying for customers are moving and growing super fast. Insurance, the actual insurance market itself still prefer buying these kind of bulk corporate, not the embedded B2B2C, but like it's moving way much faster than you think. I know big companies trying to offer um, insurance to the like huge companies. So, for example, I mean, the one I was thinking about is a bit confidential, but like I can give you this about Expedia. So, Expedia was doing that kind of integration directly with the insurance company, and I know how complicated was that. Super complicated, super costly. But I know for a fact now that Expedia is working with Cover Genius. Cover Genius is an insurtech company, again similar to Yasmina. They help online businesses to offer insurance to their customers. So I know big corporates are not only working with smaller companies, but leveraging insurtech within their journeys for customers. And again, that kind of trust coming from the end user, from basically all of us, needs education. So that's why one of the reasons our company is an insurtech company, but we called it Yasmina. We didn't give it a different name similar to the current or old-fashioned kind of names. I don't want to mention any names, but like yeah, for that specific reason, we named Yasmina like this kind of the jasmine, where something you actually love and is somehow relevant to the people. Some actually trends for everyone interested in fintech and insurtech basically to watch. It's basically these kind of micro covers. I know a company in Singapore, they offer an insurance product called hike insurance. Imagine you're going for a hike for 6, 7 hours, for example, and something happens within this kind of small period of time, within that kind of activity, or a bike insurance, you're going for like cycling. So these kind of products are like getting like get like some sort of a trend now. So personalized micro covers are something new. Everybody is looking to offer and looking to buy it from, again, people like us. So super important. That company actually called yes.com. So if you want to check it out, they do have super cool kind of micro insurance. Again, it's in Singapore. Hopefully, we can do similar things in the region. APIs as infrastructure. So basically, if you do something similar to this one, trust me, a lot of insurance companies might just buy your service. Because like if you enable insurance companies with their traditional old-fashioned kind of legacy systems, if you help them put that kind of layer where you leverage them, enable them to have that kind of standard kind APIs, that would be another super interesting trend to watch. Third one is basically verticalization. Within every vertical, you could do different things. I'll give you an example. This HR, for example, screenshots I showed you. This is an HR company. They actually has nothing to do with insurance, but we managed to position medical insurance in a super easy way that customers actually need that kind of product. But because it's an HR kind of solution, so or a service, software platform, I know when, for example, an employee takes a vacation. So when I know that information, I could offer them travel insurance. I know if they applied for a loan, car loan, I can offer them motor insurance. So imagine within the data we have, what we can do for the customers. So this is another kind of important trend to watch. Last one is localized innovation. Arabic UX is super important. Sharia compliant is super important. All of insurance companies, especially in Saudi Arabia, are Sharia compliant. So this is one of the education we also want to keep on emphasizing for people in Saudi Arabia that don't think if it's might be la samah Allah haram or something. No, it's not. It's basically Sharia compliant. And last one is this kind of like whatever framework, orchestration, whatever you call it, is regulatory ready APIs. So these kind of different localized innovation might be super trends to watch. Karim, I see you back on camera. Are we on time?
You're good. You're good, Masoud. Keep going.
Cool. I think we're almost done. Two more slides, maybe. So basically, if you want to learn more, I'll go with the two easy ones. So again, you can just add me on LinkedIn. We can chat about whatever related to InsurTech and insurance. And then within Yasmina, our website, we do have a blog where we keep writing posts about new trends and InsurTech in general. And the most important one is within Saudi Arabia, but I believe if you are like joining from UAE, Egypt, Jordan, maybe Turkey, I'm not sure. Within the insurance authority of each country, there is something called, I told you about, InsurTech Sandbox, where you could actually get benefit from these kind of authorities and how to apply their different rules. So this is your way to go if you're planning to start an insurtech startup or you're interested in learning more about insurance. Before we go into Q&A, there is one kind of pull I wanted to ask you if you're planning to have a startup within the insurtech or like a different idea you're running or a website or whatever it is. You remember the mini game we played, insurance could be for anything. So if you have this kind of online business, app, website, whatever, would you actually embed insurance? The reasons are like basically might be a lot, but like two important reasons. You as an online business, you will make money out of that because like selling these kind of insurance will will bring you extra revenue. Two is basically you're adding a super needed feature for your customers. I'm seeing 72% of people says yes, but I need to know more. Super interesting. Again, happy to answer to help if you're an insurtech company or a company, a startup, an idea want to leverage and enable embedded insurance within your ecosystem. Happy to support with that. And by this, I'll go to Karim and your questions.
Masoud, thank you so much for this session and this presentation. Amazing. I think people enjoyed it a lot. As a segue to what you were talking about specifically about would you embed insurance into or insurtech into your application or not? One question that was asked is about specifically Yasmina, and I will ask it because it's relevant. What is Yasmina? Is it a platform? Is it access to API? Does it integrate with my ERP? How does it work?
So basically, Yasmina is a distributor channel for mostly all insurance companies in Saudi Arabia. Through APIs, we help any online business. If think about it, any online business, they want to offer insurance to their customers. We help and we enable this online businesses to offer insurance to their customers through not only APIs. We have multiple kind of ways to help you show that kind of module or insurance section to your customers. Like again, in a super kind of easy way in terms of integration and as a new feature for your customers where they actually want that kind of feature for their product they are purchasing from you as an online business.
So you are a gateway to the insurer. You do not actually do the insurance yourself, right? You do not provide the insurance yourself. Is that correct?
Correct. We don't do, it's called underwriter. We don't do the underwriting. We are just resellers or whatever you call it, distributor for the insurance company. So actually, when you, for example, with Sayara, when you actually buy that kind of insurance, it might be from MedGulf. So you get a policy, a motor insurance policy from MedGulf as an insurance company. So we are not the insurance company, we are not the underwriter. So this is another opportunity for people to do similar kind of layers because like if you want to become an insurance company, you have to have millions in the bank, you have to apply different kind of government and regulator rules. But again, the new thinking of regulators, they are opening it up for technology players to come and add value to the insurance industry overall.
Would you say InsurTech is empowering and enabling traditional insurance companies to simplify their life and take them through the next phase of the digitization? Or would you look at InsurTech companies as competing? Or is there sort of a blurred line between them depending on what you are doing?
It's basically the first one, 100%. At the end of the day, these kind of insurance are buying commission fees, whatever, to different players, which is an agent, insurance aggregator, insurance broker, all of these. So InsurTech as an embedded insurance specifically is one of them, but it's an advanced new technology way. So not competing at all. We are enabling and leveraging digital sales for all insurance companies. And I said digital sales specifically because this is what all insurance companies, not only in Saudi Arabia, but in the entire, like basically region worldwide, they are trying to enable and leverage the digital sales because it's obviously the future.
So you talked a lot about embedded insurance, and yeah, when you mentioned embedded insurance, and I'll let you elaborate on that. We're getting a lot of answers. What do you mean by embedded, and how is that different from other insure tech products that people can think about and build upon? Can you give us a bit of examples on that?
Absolutely. So InsurTech is anything related to technology within the insurance industry. But today, I tried to touch on all of these, but specifically about the embedded insurance. So embedded insurance, I'm sorry, in Arabic is like تأمين المدمج. So basically, you put a small section of the insurance within the customer journey of any website. Let's take Jarir, for example. Jarir, like this bookstore, whether you're buying an iPhone from Jarir, and at checkout, you will see a small module says, okay, get protection on your mobile phone. This is exactly the meaning of embedded insurance. We put this kind of small module that doesn't actually ask the end user any extra question, because like we know the information, we know everything we want from Jarir itself. If we want to know any information about the phone, we take that from Jarir. So you as an end user, we don't ask customers about anything. We take all of the information from the actual online business we work with, and the customer, when they buy this kind of insurance, they don't see it as an external module. No, it's part, it looks like if you're at Jarir, it looks like Jarir. If you're at Sayyara buying a car, it looks like Sayyara. So it's again part of the customer journey of the online platform you're using for buying your online product. So
Clear.
part,
What?
yeah,
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that the beauty of it, that like I think a worldwide survey says that 79% of customers prefer buying insurance from the point of purchase because they actually trust that kind of seller. I trust that seller to buy a car. So I would definitely trust them to buy that kind of insurance. This is what we're trying to do in terms of we're trying to put insurance at the place where the customer actually want it at the right time. So you want to complete the purchase of your car, for example, you have to buy insurance. So we give it to you at the right time with the right place.
So this is great on embedded insurance. What other sort of hints can you give us on the insurtech space in general? Where
Cool.
can you integrate insurance products or digitize the journey?
100%. I know a good company, they are a friend of mine called, for example, Decisive. Decisive is an AI insurtech company. So, let's take a huge company, a company with 10,000 different employees, and they want actually to get medical insurance for their employees. These kind of big enterprise, they go and work with brokers. When I say brokers, it's basically a complete big company. It goes into all insurance companies, bring you different proposals, come to you, describe every proposal, and this kind of flow takes, not sure, literally months, minimum 2 months. Decisive as a company, they built this kind of AI engine where you add all of your different information to it. Which, when I say information, it's basically the company information, the employees list with their claims experience, and that's it. And you tell this kind of AI engine, give me the best offer. So they go to all different insurance companies. They come back with a complete comparison kind of sheet to you in no time, comparing to the current offline way, and gives you a complete analysis on, based on your experience or claims experience, what is the best insurance company, what is the best insurance coverage for your employees, for your company. So this is one of them. Another quick one is basically within the claims. If you could build something within the claim, again, the claim is a huge a huge place within the insurance. If you could build something for the claims, I know another friend doing a company called Quick Claim. You, for example, as a doctor, you and I go to the doctor, for example, I don't pay because like I'm insured. That doctor gets paid from the insurance company after 6 months. This company called Quick Claim, they go to that doctor and they tell them, okay, don't worry. Here is the money. I'll go and get your money actually from the insurance company. So they have done that, and I believe they are just doing massive kind of transactions for not only for themselves but also for doctors. So imagine any vertical within the insurance journey you could enable digital within that step.
I'm
I hope you can hear me.
I'm gonna yani ask for two or three more questions, Masoud, because the questions keep coming. So one point about accuracy of information. With you and embedded insurance, it's quite easy because the information that I am inputting is whether I'm buying a ticket or I'm buying a phone is usually accurate information. When you are submitting information related to health related insurances, how is there anyone who's solving to make sure that the information being provided is accurate? Are there fraudulent detection systems that are being implemented? How is that being taken into consideration within the insurtech space in Saudi Arabia and globally?
In Saudi Arabia specifically, I mean, thank you for different government online entities, like for example, Alim. I mean, what we do is basically we just take the ID number or like Iqama number in Saudi Arabia with the date of birth, and that's it. We have all the information from the government about that kind of person. So this in terms of the person itself, the user. But as you said, for the product they are purchasing, again, we have a source of truth where we take the information from that. So basically, integrating with with all of that, we do our own, not our own in terms of like insurtech companies, but when you work with an insurance company, they still require that kind of KYC, know your customer. So we pass all the information needed for the insurance company to do their kind of due diligence or verification for like the company itself or for the person trying to buy any insurance. So it's verified at all aspects, the product itself or the person buying the insurance.
Uh, I have 100 open questions, Masoud. I have two that I want to ask. One, the impact of AI on insurance and insurtech. I want you to answer that, but maybe a quick, very easy one before that. That one doesn't count. How long should I insure my iPad for? How many years?
I think I don't know. Maybe, maybe 2 years, 3 years, based on your budget. So if you can
To,
afford
to,
buying,
to, tell me about the impact of AI on insurance sector and insurtech in general.
can you repeat that? Sorry, impact of what?
AI.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, AI is not going to do impact for insurance only. It's gonna be impacting everything. Today, even within Yasmina, in our region, we are leveraging AI. I just told you about this Decisive company. They are super insurtech company. They are AI is the core of their system, and I believe AI will be within all other insurtech companies. Part of Yasmina, AI is essential. The other one, Quick Claims, I told you about Quick Claim is also leveraging AI, and it doesn't work actually without AI. So AI is going to be not only part of InsurTech, and I think this is a common statement, but it's going to be part of all other different industries.
Masoud, in Saudi Arabia, and you're building Yasmina in Saudi Arabia, what do you see are the biggest barriers to insurance adoption and the different types of insurance product?
Very good question. Again, it's some sort of culture. We just want to, I think I mentioned that in one of the slides, homework, all different entrepreneurs, insurance leaders in Saudi Arabia specifically, we do have that kind of maybe mandate to educate people about insurance and how insurance is actually good. It's beneficial. If you're buying insurance, actually you're protecting things. So the first and I think the easy one is culture. We just want to spread that kind of insurance culture for everybody, I'm certain that within the kingdom is insurance is going to be essential not only for motor and medical, but for everything else. In the upcoming maximum 5 years, it's going to be similar, if not better than Europe and the US in terms of adoption.
Masoud, I'm gonna first of all say sorry to the 100 open questions that I have opened, and I'm gonna hope that I answered a lot of them. So hopefully our attendees are happy with the responses that they got. I want to thank you so much for this session. We had almost 2,000 attendees, super interactive and lots of useful information. Thank you so much, Masoud, for your time and for the knowledge that you shared with us today.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, and thank you for everybody joined the session. And hopefully you enjoyed it and learned at least one thing today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.